Thank you for taking a minute to watch my windshield survey of the neighborhood surrounding the Dawn Clinic. I wanted to start off with a map of the area. Well, first of all, here is the storefront. I guess the storefront, the clinic entrance. And you can see it's right next to the street. These are cars parked along the street. But it's well maintained, some nice landscaping here, clean front entryway. But it is kind of in a strip mall with some other stores and things like that. Here's the map I was talking about. Here's the location of the Dawn Clinic, located fairly close to Colfax, which is a main thoroughfare through Denver. It is a busy 6-lane road, so there's some interesting things that I saw in relation with that. The University of Colorado Hospital, I think, is the biggest asset to this neighborhood area. When you think about all the different people that work there, whether it's grounds crew, the hospital staff, people helping with security, or nutrition services with the cafeteria and things in there. It's just a lot of different jobs that are available, and a large employer in the neighborhood. There's the Community College of Aurora located in the area, which is an opportunity for higher education for people in the neighborhood. They do offer 2- and 4-year degrees, and then there's also some collaboration with the University of Colorado for hybrid programs where you start at the community college and then can transfer up to the university. So there's a lot of opportunity for higher education from that standpoint. It is open to the public, and there are some pretty fantastic programs through that school. Del Mar Park is here at the bottom, and I have some pictures about that. But just wanted to tell you a quick story about a man I talked to walking along Colfax. There's a lot of construction thanks to the hospital. They're building a few hotels and other restaurants and venues along Colfax. But because of that, they blocked off the sidewalks in certain areas. So I caught this man jaywalking across the 6 lanes of traffic to get to the other side. And I asked him what he was doing, and he said he was just on his morning walk. And he, expressed to me concern about the air quality and, having to go back and forth across the road because of the construction. He's lived in the neighborhood a long time and always likes to do his morning walks, but he kind of felt like he's running out of places to go. And so I have some examples of that. Here's the housing. The houses are older. Most of them are decently maintained, but you can see here's a fence that was in need of repair. This home also has a little bit of roof repair there. This tree has some dead branches. And the thing that I found most concerning was right here. You can see how the tree roots have pushed up this sidewalk. So there's a sizable difference in elevation here and even more here. So that presents like a tripping hazard to those that are walking by, which is a health consideration. There's also very limited, pedestrian access, or there's no bike lanes. Here's an example of a very busy street. This is a main road here, and then coming off, turning into the neighborhood. There's a park right here, but you can see there's no crosswalks across this road. There is a small sidewalk here, but it doesn't go far and it ends, and then there's nothing on that side of the street. So not a very welcoming place for exercise. The kind of commercial area, you can see here's a building that's boarded up. They were renovating it, so it's not, abandoned. But the storefronts are a little bit older. They're still maintained. There's not a shoulder to the road. No bike lane. And when the bus stops, it backs up this lane of traffic. So that complicates getting around as well. Here's the construction I was talking about. This is not along Colfax, but it's a little further back. But you can see all these homes that back up to this construction that's going on, and the pollution from the tractors. So it's kind of a safety hazard for children in the area, and then contributing to the air quality with the dust and the diesel pollutants. Here's an example of just a neighborhood street. All these cars lined up. This is very common throughout the neighborhoods. So, there's blind spots if children come out into the road from all of these cars. Some cars are holding waste or garbage or whatever. And Again, not a very wide sidewalk to get through. So getting around is complicated. Here's a gem that I found. This is Del Mar Park. City has done a great job maintaining the grounds. There's this fun free water park that's open during the summer, and then the water park here has some slides and swimming pool and things, but they do charge admission for this. So there's some different restrictions to access and everything. But I wanted to go back to the map for one last second. And just talk about kind of the key takeaways. The big takeaway for me was just recognizing how fortunate I am to have grown up in the area that I live in, where, you know, I'm not concerned to walk to the grocery store or bike to school or things like that, because there's bike paths, there's sidewalks. The roads are really wide, so we can share the road with the cars and things like that. I also have a grocery store maybe a mile away, whereas in this neighborhood, just off the map up here is the Sam's Club. Down here on the other side of 6th Avenue was a full-service grocery store. But in this primary area right here, several convenience stores. I popped into one of them, and it just had, you know, sodas and chips and different kind of road snacks like that. Nothing that was a whole food or anything necessarily nutritious. So it just increase the level of compassion that I feel towards these people that I'll be caring for at the Dawn Clinic, because the access to resources that benefit health are somewhat limited. And so I think that the density of the population around is probably the biggest issue that they have. And I'm hoping that, you know, just taking part in serving them is a resource that they can benefit from in the future. So I'm excited and, you know, excited to participate in that. Thanks for watching.